Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Tuesday. How are you guys doing today? This is Rosemarie Massaro. I'm Craft with Ro. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And we're going to have some fun tonight. So if you're with me, please say hello. I'm going to check my chats out right now. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. We are so lucky to go live. We lost power. It was going on, it was going off, it was going on, and then boom, it was out. And Duke sent me a message saying it wasn't going to be restored until 9:45 p.m. But we got lucky. About 1,000 people were impacted, and they got us up and running in about an hour, hour and a half, so to speak. So if you are here with me, please say hello. I love to get to know who's watching me. I love to be able to comment to you guys and chat. So we are going to share with you tonight the new Impressions die. I am excited. I've been wanting to show you guys this for a while. I needed to make sure that I got it perfected. And oh my gosh, it's so easy. It comes with great instructions, and at the end of our show tonight, I will absolutely share with you an exclusive offer just for my friends here. Hi, Mary Neal. Thanks for joining me. And we got Mary Aschenbrenner. Hi, how are you guys? So power is restored. We are live. And I was so disappointed because I spent so much time this morning prepping for tonight, and I thought for sure I was going to have to cancel. So I'm glad I am here. Today is, what is today? Tuesday, May 14th, I believe. So bad with knowing the dates now that I'm retired. But anyways, before we show you how fun it is to use our new impression dies, we currently offer them 2 different styles. I'm going to share with you our card kits, our brand new card kits that came out last Tuesday. I had everything expedited so I could share with you guys tonight. This is one of the newest card kits. Look how adorable these cards are. They went together really easy. And I have to tell you, I did this card kit and the other card kit, making 9 cards, and it took me just about an hour to do both card kits. So this one is called our Serene Scenes Kit. It's got a pop-up. It's 3D. And what I like about it is it's got a message to stamp on the inside. Just a note to let you know how much you're appreciated, right? Little hello. And then here's another one. You did it. This is perfect masculine cards. They're great. Stamping on this one. So not a lot, but anyways, they're stamping on this one. It comes with a little ink spot. It comes with everything that you need to create these cute cards. And I just realized that I stamped this upside down. Silly me. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. And you get to stamp the envelopes too. Decorate your envelopes. These are the envelopes that come. You get to make 3 each of these cards, and it comes with all the instructions step by step on how to create each one of these cards. So that one is the Serene Scenes Kit. It's been very popular. And my next one I'm going to share with you is a perfect birthday card kit. It is called the Pretty Party Kit. Again, a 3D and stamping involved in this card kit. You make 3 of each. They're so pretty. They've got a gold foil, and it comes with embellishments. And this one says it's time to celebrate. No stamping on the inside of these ones. I mean, you can, but the instructions and have you do that. This one says congratulations, but look how pretty they are. And they're popped up, so it's got some 3D effect to it. And this one here, again, 3D effect. It's got this huge balloon and more gold foil, some embellishments, and you can decorate the envelope as well. It's got this nice gold foil flap on here. So those are the two new kits. This one again is the Pretty Party kit. Perfect if you need some quick birthday cards. Just for me, I never have enough. So, hi Pat, how are you? Hi Diane. Let's see who else we have here. Hi Debbie, how are you? And Wendy, it's the 12th. I'm thinking of 14th because that's when our event starts. I'll see you in 2 days, Wendy. All right, so our impressions dies. I've shared with you guys a numerous amount of time. I'm going to try to zoom in on here. All right, so very easy to make. I've created a few cards to show off this bundle. The bundle is called the Opulent Oasis. So there has been a lot of chatter, which is better to use the 8.5 and 11, 8.5 by 11 cardstock or the two-tone. I've used both. They both gave great impressions. If you guys can see up front, it's got a 3D embossed look on here, and it's all created by a die and an impressions plate, which is kind of like a mat, but I'm going to show you how, those as well. But this is the two-tone, right? And then this is the thick cardstock. Again, here is the thick cardstock as well. So no big deal. Too much chatter for nothing. This is the card that we're going to create tonight. We did a little bit of blending on here. I've got some regular embossing on here. We have everything prepped for it. And obviously I had the kit bundle out, so I had to do some more design work. Again, this is using the Opulent Oasis bundle. Here's the stamp set. So pretty. And then here are the dies. And this is the die that we're going to use to create our opulent look. But it's got some really nice twigs, the flowers, some sprigs here. And that's what I used on here. I just did some stamping. This is our new Barely Blush. Added some gold emboss because I love these little accent pieces that they provide for us in this bundle. And then I did this one as well using both the large flower and the slightly open flower, I guess is what we call it. And we got some beautiful ferns. And what I love is that they're variegated. It's a really cool effect on the stamps that they're providing. So it's a really wonderful, wonderful bundle. All right, so I'm going to get my scrap paper out here because we are going to do some blending. And we're going to do two types of embossing. I am embossing the first layer. So for this die, you really need like a 5 by 4 piece of cardstock. So I just cut 2 of them because we're going to do some embossing with our floral spray 3D embossing folder is what I did on the background. And then I'm going to show you how to use this opulent. It's so, so cool and easy. All right, so here's my die cutting machine. Let's zoom down, see if we can get that. All right, so to do the embossing on our large die cutting machine, you're just going to place your piece of cardstock in here. And I just want to center this just a little bit. So on the large die cutting machine for embossing, you only need this base plate and where did I put it? And your gray base. You're going to put your 3D embossing folder in here. You're going to slide that up, and we're just going to run it through. Very easy, runs very smooth. So that, look how pretty that is. That is our, what did I just call it? Our Floral Spray 3D embossing folder. And this is going to be our layer 1 on our card. And put that aside. And then number 2 is we're going to run through this die here, and we're going to use it as an impressions plate. So on this particular, your first steps, you're going to die cut it just like you would die cut normally. So you're going to put your base plate in. You're going to put your plate number 2 in. You're going to put your die cuts on here, your cutting mat, which is they're numbered 3. We're going to layer this on just as if we were going to die cut it. Oh, I do recommend, you don't have to because it works just as well, to spritz it just a little bit with water. So I'm going to spritz this just slightly. I'm going to put that right on there. I'm going to die cut this. Again, easy to crank. Nice, smooth transition. And then we don't need our cutting plates anymore. We're going to take this off here. We are going to take our base plate, our plate number 2, right? And then we're going to flip this over just like this. You can actually move this piece. I hesitate to do it because you do not want this to move outside. But as you can see, this is upside down now, guys, right? So I have this upside down. It's setting in there. We're going to place that right on our plate number 2. And then we're going to take our new impressions mat. They call it a plate, but it's more like a mat. It's a rubbery mat. As you can see, it's gotten a lot of use for me. And we're going to line that up right on top. And then we're going to use our gray embossing folder again. We're going to slide that in, and we're going to roll that through. Just remove all your plates. And look at that, guys. You've got a beautiful embossed. Can you guys see that really good? I'm going to check my one screen here. There we go. And that is using the new impressions plate. And the bundle that we use for this one is called the Opulent Oasis. So I can move all this equipment out. Move that right on the floor. Get rid of my plates. And now we are going to do some blending. And the colors that I'm using this evening are Soft Seafoam. Hey Kim, how are you? Bubble Bath and Daffodil Delight. So we're going to create some fun springy colors. I am going to use the Bubble Bath, and we're just going to color the inside. Give it a nice little pop accent with the embossed look. So what's neat about it is it's like inverted and what's the opposite of inverted? I'm tired. I'm losing my mind. All right, there we go. Right? And we're going to take our Daffodil Delight and we're going to color in the little flowers on the outside. And I just have to remember, yep. We're just going to color in these little flowers. You can use markers for this as well to color that in. That would be a nice really look as well. Our Stampin' Blends. And this side right here. I always tap off just a little. See if I can zoom in a little. You guys see a little bit better. All right, and now we're going to go with our soft seafoam, which I do not know why. This is such a pretty color for leaves, and I very seldom go to it for a leaf color. But we are tonight. All right, so we're going to go right in here. Some soft blending. Literally just stuck my nail in the ink pad. Not the first time. So if you have any questions about how to use that, just let me know. Those that are coming to my in-person event this weekend, you will be glad to know that we are going to have a product experience playground. So you're going to get to try all these new products that just came out in the catalog a week ago. Hey, Robin. Hey, Kathy. How are you? But while you're here, if you got questions, let me know. And a little green here. But look how pretty this green is. It's soft seafoam green. And I just love the way it's coming out as a color for leaves. And I think we're done. No, Kathy, this is not. But it just does not get enough attention. It's called the soft seafoam, and it's a really pretty color. It's obviously, as you can see here, it came out a little bit darker. I just put a lot of pressure and color on the brush. All right, so we have our card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And now we're going to take this floral spray as a background, and I cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm doing white on white. You know what? I don't think I ended up cutting this down because I knew I was going to be trimming it. I'm embossing it. So let's see how I have this cut. Nope, I have it at 4 1/4 by 5. So we'll just cut that down to 4, and we're going to cut this down to 5 1/4. Move my little scraps out of the way. All right, now we have this, and let's see. I think I'm going to place it like this. I want my leaves up in the corner here, and that's because of my accents that I'm going to be doing. And then we're going to place this right over here, and I'm going to do this, I think like this, because I'm going to be tucking some items underneath. Oh, I'm running out of dimensionals. Well, for now, we're just going to put the one right there, because I'm going to be doing some tucking in underneath. We're going to put that right there. And then here are the stamps that I was telling you about that create, it's got this like variegated look to it. It's intentional. We're going to put these, we're going to tuck these right underneath. And I'm going to put this one like right about there. This one I'm going to tuck underneath this way. All right, so I had every intention of wrapping this with twine, but we will still put some twine on here. And I am just going to cut this off a little, grab a little bit. So this is from our Spotlight, Nature on Spotlight dies, and I embossed it with this sentiment. And this bundle has some really, I love the fonts and the sentiments: best wishes, hello friends, special thanks, and sending happy thoughts. So I'm putting sending happy thoughts right here. We're going to put that right here. Yeah, I like it up here. And then we can put a little, just a little bow. I wish, I'm completely out of white twine. I didn't even realize it. So definitely sitting in my cart. So I'm going to give you a quick lesson with your bow makers. If you guys haven't had time to use your bow makers again, I've had you guys show that. I showed this to you several times, but depending on how wide you keep these apart is how big your bow is going to be. We're going to go with, I call it more like a medium size. It's definitely not one of my smaller sizes. You're going to wrap it around, you're going to wrap it, and you're going to go underneath. You're going to bring this over to the center, and you're going to flip a knot underneath, and then you're going to pull straight. And we have a nice little bow. I'm going to trim that off. It's made my bow making life so much easier. And I'm going to see if I can do this with my nails. There we go. I need my pickup tool here, and I don't have it. There we go. We're going to put that right there. And there you have it. Look how easy and fast that was to create this card using the your die cutting machine and your opulent and the Opulent Oasis. Now, I'm assuming now that we have this impressions plate that we're going to be creating, they're going to be making more dies that complement that mat. Here are the other 2 cards that I made with our die cutting machine, right? And I do want to share with you that there's one more stamp set that features is good to use as the impressions with the impressions plate. Not this, obviously these are great phrases, but it comes in this bundle, and I have to share with you these dies because they all work really well. And it's just the frames. So you should see how pretty. Actually, I have a card here. This is going to be an upcoming card class that I have. And I used the frame. Look at how nice that frame came out. And it's all using the impressions mat. But all of these work in the same manner. And I have shown other inspiration using the smaller one as well. So those are your couple options that we have there. All right, you guys, I know you're all hanging on. I'm going to see. Oh, Kathy, I'm good that you love your bow maker. Okay, so now you're all waiting to hear what my exclusive offer is, right? So here you go. My exclusive offer through Sunday is, and there's a couple different ways, and I want you to listen carefully, and I'll do my best not to confuse you. So right now, if you purchase the die cutting machine, I will offer you 10% off the price of the die cutting machine. It's $140, so that's a $14 discount. Through Sunday is this offer. Now, there's another way that you can get this die cutting machine, and that is with our join offer. Now, I won't be giving you 10% off, but if you join, you get to pick out $160 worth of product, right? So you can get your die cutting machine for free. Then you can get your impressions plate. But that's one of the offers. The other offer that they're offering is getting all 5 new of the magnetic ink pads. All the brand new in colors, your favorites that are there. You can join as well if you choose to join my team. I'd love to have you on my team. We have a lot of fun. It's a great team. It's a growing team. The majority of us are demonstrators. However, if you like to do it as a business, I'm always here for you. I can help in any way you need to help get you started. So, or just take advantage of the discount, 20% off, and 2 different options. You get all my class tutorials for free, scrapbook workshops, my card classes, my craft alongs, everything is posted for you on my team page. And you get all my uplines tutorials, right? Rhonda Wade's, all her classes you get for free. You get her business training for free as well, if that's what you choose to do. So I'd love to chat with you about it if you're interested. But again, through this Sunday, if you are interested in our die cutting machine, it's 10% off, my exclusive offer, or you can get it free if you become a team member, and add that to your $160 worth of product that you get for free on that join offer. And I think that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. I've enjoyed crafting with you guys tonight. It was quick, easy, fun. And again, I'm always here if you have questions. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And for those that are with me tonight, I will see you guys Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You get me all weekend. So looking forward to it. Have a great night. Bye.